Dude, nice. Oh, dude, you lit him up.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. We got the war paint on, and I am with Justin Jacobson himself, the owner of Utah Air Guns. This video is sponsored by Utah Air Guns, and we are shooting a prototype. Once I get in the blind, we're gonna go back and we're gonna show you what this is all about. We're filling it up right now. We're getting ready. We're actually sitting in a ground blind, and it's super windy, but the way these deer work, ground blind is the way to go, and we can't shoot super far, so spot and stock, it'd just be real hard. We're out in the sagebrush. There's a few cedars around, but we got a storm coming to us as well, moving straight towards us. So we don't know how this evening is going to go. It's our first sit of the trip. We are here in Utah, the San Juan Mountains, the famous San Juan, and we're gonna try to kill a big buck. So I'll see you guys when we get in the stand, and then we'll go take a look at what we're shooting. Alright guys, it is super windy, but we're about to head out to the blind this evening, and I just want to show you this awesome contraption that I'm using in the blind tonight. This is a prototype made by Air Force Air Guns. They are out of Texas. Y'all have seen them in all of my videos. I use all of their air guns. I'm gonna switch over to Cameron. He is the director of marketing at Air Force Air Guns, and he is gonna give you a little rundown on this gun, and then we're gonna shoot it at the target and show you what it can do. This thing's good out to like 120 yards. We have a crossbow sight on here. You could use a red dot, you could use a full-on sight if you want to. But let's switch over to Cameron and get the deets.
All right guys, so this is our new prototype arrow gun. We've been working on this for a little while. Part of the reason being that in some states, especially where we're at now here in Utah, the only way you can hunt big game with an air gun is with one that shoots an arrow. So it uses a over the barrel design, so there's a thin barrel under this shroud that the arrow shaft slides onto. So you just slip it over the barrel and down like this. So we're shooting a 125 grain field point on here right now just for practice, but when we get out and hunt with this, we're going to be using a 125 grain mechanical broadhead from Thorn. They are known to work really well with fast crossbows. So this is actually capable of shooting arrows over 400 feet per second in its current configuration, but we are using aluminum arrows with this setup. They seem to hold up a little better just with the super fast speeds that we're shooting the arrows out. So pretty cool little setup. It's very, very accurate. I mean, we're holding 1.5 2-inch groups easily at 70 yards and out to 100. I mean, it's grouping them inside of 3-4 inches at the most. So really, really accurate setup because there's no string. It's all just air. So it pushes the arrow straight off the barrel. You don't have any archer's paradox to deal with, anything like that. And it's a really neat setup. Like I said, these are in all the states they're legal in. They are not legal currently in archery season. This is something that you would use during you know, like a primitive weapon or a rifle season. So it's not to compete with bow hunters by any, you know, stretch of the imagination. It's just another option to hunt with air and do something that's a little bit different. So we're gonna let Mike shoot it. We're gonna get it sighted in and make sure it's good to go, and then we're gonna go out and try to poke a deer with it.
So this is the first animal that's going to be put down with the arrow gun. So this is not cocked, so you're safe. You don't want to like look straight down the barrel, but you just get your angle right. Cameron likes to twist it so the fletchings don't get jammed up or anything. So that is loaded. All you have to do now, we're gonna get it rested. We're gonna take this quiver off. Make sure it's solid. We're at 20 yards right now. Like most other Air Force air guns, you take this right here, all the way forward, bring it back, and it is loaded. So it is cocked and ready. Here's your safety. That's fire, safe. So let's shoot it and see where we hit. Fire in the hole. Well, that's about as dead bullseye as you can get at 20 yards. I literally shot it through the middle of the target. Make sure you have a good bow target too, because these arrows just like slip right on through. This thing is pushing so much power. But let's shoot 1 or 2 more times and make sure that group is perfect. So let's shoot it again and see where we're at. Cock it. We're ready to go. Another bullseye. I think we're on, dude. I think we're ready to hunt. Let's go down there, check it out, see how far these arrows went in this target, and then I will see you guys back in the ground blind. So as you can see, we can't see. You can't even see the arrows. So let's go on the back side. Look at that. 20 yards. That first one I was telling you guys, it was, I mean, you can't get more money than that. Pull these guys right out. You're good to shoot again for another day. Picking our lucky bolt. We're settled in. So the reason that we're allowed to use this is because it's a CWMU unit. And what, do you know what that stands for? Basically a bunch of private land that comes together. And
Conservation Management,
yeah.
Wildlife United.
So we got water at 30 yards.
There's a water trough here at 30, and then we've got a kind of a catch basin out beyond that with a little bit of farm ground around it. So
I mean, you've hunted here a bunch. You shot
a
bunch of bugs here.
Yeah, so we shot a couple out of this blind just last year, so this exact spot, so it's been a good one.
I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
But that's why we got face paint on, because if they see you in here, they're gone. So we're gonna sit here till dark and see what happens. Enjoy.
If you haven't tried it, you really need to try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
So the storm has pretty much passed. We still have a little drizzle, but the wind has died. And we have a little fawn right in front of us, looking straight at me. But I think they're
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. So we just got a phone call. Jacob's son he also has a tag in there on a monster. So fingers crossed that he gets him down. We should be hearing something pretty soon. He's down, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yes!
Yeah, dude. Nice!
Smoked him.
Dude, you lit him up.
Oh my first velvet muley.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, God. That happened so quick, dude.
Dude, he for archery tag. Oh, dude, yes, dude. Full buck, dude.
He is awesome.
He is beautiful.
My first
buck.
velvet buck ever. That's what we're after.
Yeah.
Perfect management
So
buck. Literally the first night sit. The second buck that came in. Freaking whacked him with the Air Force. Oh, prototype arrow gun. This thing is sick. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. Dude, we gotta go check him out.
So awesome. Let's get out of here
And
and go.
on top of that, we just got a picture that Justin's son just shot a giant. So
It's been a good
2
evening.
velvet bucks in one evening. Heck yes. Let's go check this baby out. Oh, this buck did not go anywhere.
No.
Dude, he's a stud.
Dude, nice work, bro.
Heck yes, man. Oh, perfect shot. Perfect shot. Dang, dude.
Dude.
He is a huge,
Nice.
huge body
deer,
deer.
bro. Oh,
Holy.
dude, you made a perfect shot, too. Dude, nice work.
Dude, he's a stud. Look at that. 4x3. Thank you, dude.
Dude,
That's
yeah, heavy. The base is, look at the
awesome.
base on that thing. That thing's heavy all
He
the
went
way.
nowhere. Yeah, he's super heavy.
Dude, that is a
Freaking
stud
perfect
buck,
shot.
man.
What was he, 51 yards, 50
Yeah.
yards? I'm
Yeah.
still shaking. He didn't go very far. I didn't have a whole lot of time to let it soak in yet.
Dude.
That thing is an absolute stud. I have wanted a velvet buck since I can't even remember how long I've wanted one. I got it done.
Dude, congrats, man. You freaking made a perfect shot, too.
These mosquitoes are insane.
They are
I feel
aw-
like we're in Alaska.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is freaking awesome, man. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Nice work.
Holy
Nice
cow.
work.
It just stopped raining on us, and this guy, Justin, actually saw him coming off this back. I guess he came out of the canyon and came over here and came straight in, and I didn't give him any time. So this is freaking awesome.
Worked
Huge
out
thanks
perfect.
to Utah Air Guns and Air Force Air Guns. They're new, it's a prototype still, but the arrow gun, this deer didn't go anywhere.
No, that was amazing. Dude, nice work, man.
Heck
Congrats.
yeah. That's sick. Thanks, dude. I am back in Texas, and it's time to cook up some mule deer. So I got this beautiful mule deer steak right here, and we're gonna do a little sear recipe. Got some critter glitter red, some rosemary, sage, and a little basil. Got some butter and some garlic. So we're gonna throw this butter in the cast iron, get the cast iron hot, let that sizzle down, and then we're gonna rub all of these seasonings on the steak. We'll go ahead and add those cloves of garlic in there as well. So we're gonna take our steak, lay it right in with that butter and garlic. We're gonna cook that for about 2 to 3 minutes. It's not a very thick steak, so 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and then we're gonna let it rest for about 15 minutes. So while this is cooking, my boys over at Air Force wanted me to remind you guys that this is just a prototype, but we want your feedback on what you think about it. If you think it's awesome, would you want one to hunt with, or just to play with, or go shoot pigs with, or go big game hunt and go shoot a mule deer like I did? Y'all drop a thumbs up if y'all think that arrow gun is awesome. Another thing is it needs a name. Since it is a prototype, it doesn't have a name, and wanted me to ask you guys to drop a comment of a cool name you think would fit the arrow gun. That's what we're calling it right now, is the arrow gun. But y'all think of some names and drop them in the comments. You want that nice sear on both sides. Once you get that, you're gonna let it rest, and that'll give it the perfect doneness that you're looking for. All right, guys, final product. Looks and smells delicious. Let me cut off a piece and see what it tastes like. Cooked to perfection. Let it rest for about 10 minutes. So, 1 out of 10 mule deer steak. Is a little bit more chewy than I was expecting. Not quite as tender as elk, but the taste is phenomenal, and there's no gaminess whatsoever. And I added sage, so people that say mule deer that just eat sage taste like sage, they don't. But when you add sage, I like that flavor. So I'll give it like for a steak, I'll give it like a 6-9. Got to get more critical with my ratings, so I'll give it a 6-9 for a steak. But it's really good. It's delicious. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Huge shout out to Air Force Air Guns and Utah Air Guns. They are the sponsor of this video, and I had a blast. Stay tuned. We got another elk hunt coming up, and we also have more mule deer hunts coming. So hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and remember, eat good.